Okay, guys, within the last few days, we've been checking out how you can put this non-repaint trading tool into use. And of course, we've been focusing on lower time frame, which happen to be 1 minute time frame. Okay, so if you have been following up with my videos, I believe you should be getting the best out of it right now. Okay, so we will continue from there today, and we will get to see how we can get more from this particular trading tool whenever we are trading. Okay, and for those of you, let me quickly say this, guys. For those of you who followed up with my videos, I said once this break out from here, then it's going to buy more. Okay, and as you can see, it broke out and it buys more. Okay, so this is fully on uptrend at this moment. Okay, this is Guinness 1200. Okay, so this is very, very important. So let's go back to what we have for today. But before we do that, in case you are joining me for the first time, I welcome you all to Qora Digital Cash. And of course, if you love the content you are getting from here, can you give me a follow right now? Like this video and share this video with friends and family. If you have any question, you can drop your question for me in the comment section, or you reach out to me via WhatsApp. Okay, so we actually started this video tutorial on this non-repeat custom made indicator about 3 days ago or 4 days ago. Okay, I think this happened to be the part one. Okay, yeah, this happened to be the part one, and of course right here is the part two, and of course this is the part three. Okay, so you guys can go over to the channel and watch the part one, part two, part three, just for you to have a better understanding of where we are coming from before we got to this level. Okay, so this is very, very important. Now let's go back into what we have right here. So like I said, we've actually checked out how we can trade using this asset on lower time frame. Okay, in my last video we discussed how we can trade spikes on lower time frame, 1 minute time frame. We actually focused on gain x 1200. So today we will be focusing on paynex assets. Okay, which is also very, very important. Okay, how we can trade spikes on paynex assets. Okay, like I have said in my previous video, before you can trade spikes on any of these assets, either GainX or PayNX, you must know the right time to trade to trade them. Okay, so this is very, very important. For instance, for any of the assets on GainX, for you to trade the spikes, it must be on uptrend. If you should notice right here, when the chart is showing yellow color, is when the market is on uptrend. Check out the multiple spikes that happen around here. Okay, so this is very, very important. This is because it is uptrend. Okay, so that is why it is spiking like that. Okay, and these spikes usually happen at the support zones whenever it is up, and that is why the support zones is very, very important. All the support zones are very, very important when it is on uptrend for GainX assets. Okay, and of course you can see so many spikes happening within this period, but for PainX it must be when the market is on downtrend. Okay, let me take it to 1 minute so that we get to see what we are discussing. Okay, so this must be when the market is on downtrend. And of course, you can see when the market was on downtrend, there are so many spikes happening around there. Okay, not that there won't be pullback, there will always be pullback, but you will have more spikes happening around there when the market is on downtrend. Okay, so this is very, very important. And of course, another thing which you need to take note of is that it will happen from the resistance zone. You can see when the market is on downtrend, all the resistance zones are very, very important. Each time it sells, it gets to the resistance zone, it crashes down. It sells, it gets to the resistance zone, it crashes down, just the way we are saying it right here. So you need to understand all this even before you think of going into spikes trading. Okay, now let's see what we need to do or how we need to go about it before we can say we want to trade spikes. For instance, this particular PNX 1200, it was on uptrend at this point, and it bought till it got to this resistance zone. When this is approaching a resistance zone, then you should put something there, I mean probably an horizontal line to highlight the resistance zone to see if it will break out above it. If it breaks out above it, it will keep on buying. There's no two ways about it. It will just keep on buying. But if it is unable to break out above it, then it will have a pullback like this. Okay, so and of course went back up, gave us another one, but this time around it switched the color of this trend from yellow into a red. Okay, which means it is giving us a red downtrend. I mean the red is giving us a downtrend signal. Okay, so what should you do? Okay, you place your order immediately. You get that because you've gotten a sell signal already and a downtrend signal is showing around there. So you place your order. Then the next thing I expect you to do is to set a stop loss at the top right here, at the a little bit above the resistance region. Okay, so this is very, very important. So this will give you an opportunity to secure your at that particular point in case the market decides to misbehave and break out above the resistance. It can happen. Okay, so we shouldn't say because it has given us a downtrend signal, then it must definitely sell. The market can misbehave. This, the indicator has actually given us the downtrend signal based on the analysis on the charts. And of course, it has given us a sell signal also based on that, okay, which is normal, okay. And of course, but that does not mean the market cannot still misbehave. It can still misbehave. That is why you need your stop loss in place and you place your order at this point. Then what should be the next thing for you to do? Just sit back and relax and wait for it to play out. There are only two things you can get from it. It is either it gets to your stop loss and take you out of the market in order for it to buy more, but you will be losing just a little amount of dollars, particular point, probably $1 or 1 point something dollar, depending on the amount of lot size you are using. Okay, and of course, guys, if it decides to go your own way, which is what we are expecting it to do based on the analysis on the chart, then it will be in our favor. So you can see it gave us an invisible spike around there to get to this region. That is profit already. Came down a bit, spiked more to give us more profit. Okay, so this time around, your price action or your price line should be somewhere here. Okay, your price line should be somewhere here. So what do you need to do? This stop loss that you have here is it does not have any meaning again, okay, because it is not useful there again. So you change the position of the stop loss to a place where it will be more meaningful, okay, which is somewhere. Use it to lock up about 40% of your profit, 30 to 40% of your profit at that particular point, okay. So drag it down to where you can lock up about 30 to 40% of your profit. Okay, some of you might be thinking, why locking 30 to 40% when I can lock the whole of the profit? Okay, if you lock the whole of the profit, you are closing it, and that will give you, I mean, it will not give you an opportunity to earn more within the market. You remember, for you to make money, you need money to make it also. Okay, you should be ready to give out a little amount of money in order for you to see if you can make more money in the market. If you are not ready to take the risk, then you are not ready to make money. So we are taking the risk of, I mean, by exposing 60% of our profits into the market to see if we can make more profit. This is just to give it more room to play around to see if we can make more profits within the trend, okay, because the trend is just starting, okay. So okay, this actually came down a bit, and remember, immediately you adjust your stop loss, okay? Don't shift your stop loss backward again. I mean, don't shift it back again. Just leave it where it is. Except if there is another spike and there is more room for you to claim more profit, then you now adjust it to claim more profit, okay? That is very, very important, okay? So this went back, okay? And right from here, it spiked again, got to this region, went back, spiked. It didn't go too far, went back again, spiked, okay, went back, and spiked and went back this time around to spike more. Okay, so probably maybe after having enough profits like this, you can now adjust this to give you about 50 to 60% of the profit. So you are now locking 50 to 60% of the profit. Okay, so this got to this region and of course spike down and got here, spike down and down. Okay, but this time around it is getting to, I mean, it is around a support zone. This is a support zone and it is a major one. Okay, so what do I expect it to do? We don't know if it's going to break out from there or not. So what I will advise you to do is to adjust your stop loss down to this region and allow it to lock up about 80% of your profit. So this time around, you are now exposing 20% of your profit. But check it out. This actually went back as far as getting to this region, okay? But immediately it gets to this stop loss, you will be taken away from the market and your profit between here and here will go back to your wallet. The reason for that is that we don't know if it's going to break out from this support zone. Of course, it tried to go back on uptrend, but the market was unable to push it further. So it came down to break out below that support zone to sell more. However, we will have been taken away from the market by the time that will happen. And our profits will be in our wallet already. And I think this is huge already because this has actually given us a lot of profit already. And that is the beautiful part of it. Once you know your way of going about it, you will definitely be in profit in most cases. Okay, so this actually about 9,475 points. Okay, just trading spikes on pin X within the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so that is how beautiful it is. So, and this is what I expect you to practice on your own. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is the demo account. Make sure you set up this same asset, I mean same indicator on your chart and try out what I actually explained right here in the video. Try it out over and over and let's see how profitable you're going to um in what you're going to get at the end of the day. You can see gave us the sell signal, downtrend signal, and it's got to this region. That is the beautiful part of it. There is nothing hidden here, and the indicator is so amazing that it gives you what you need to know at the right time. Okay, so I will be right here. We will continue from here in my next video. Okay, so if you have any other question, you can drop your question for me in the comment section. I will be there to reply you. If you want to know more about the trading tool or ask more questions about the trading tool, you can send message to me on WhatsApp. I will be there to reply you and explain everything you need to know about it. Okay, I will be stopping right here. Watch out for my next video. Until then, God bless you.